TextNow is offering free plans until 2019. Hey guys, today I want to check out TextNow's plans and features for October 2018. Now, if you're watching this video at a later time, check the link in the description to find out more about the latest TextNow plans and features. I'm here on TextNow.com. I'll have a link for that in the description below. Before we get started, I want to say this is not a complete review of TextNow. I just want to take a look at the plans and features. I'm going to sign up and do a review at a later time, but for now, we're just looking at the plans and features. Now, the first thing we see here, all plans are free until 2019. So if you sign up and buy a phone from TextNow, you won't need to pay for your plan until 2019. So this is October 2018. You'd get the rest of October, November, and December for free, and then you'd start paying for your plan in 2019. That's a pretty good deal if you wanted to sign up and try out the service and see if it's right for you. There's a lot to understand about TextNow, so let's run through it. First, I'm going to talk about the plans and the features, and then we'll talk a little bit more about how TextNow works and how it's different than other carriers. Starting with the plans and features, you'll see that they have 6 different plans available, and they're divided. So there's plans here that are delivered only through the TextNow app and Wi-Fi, and then plans that include a wireless subscription. I'll start out talking about the first 2 plans. When you use TextNow, you're going to need to install their app. And these first 2 plans, the free plan and the $3 premium plan, these only work with Wi-Fi. So you won't have cellular data when you leave your home. You won't be able to make calls unless you have a Wi-Fi connection. They're for Wi-Fi only. With these 2 plans, high-speed data, well, you need to provide your own Wi-Fi to get the high-speed data. Next, you'll have unlimited calling and texting in the US and Canada. Again, that's over Wi-Fi only. You won't have a cellular connection. There'll be no unlimited 2G data with these plans because you don't get any cellular data with these plans. Next up, data hotspotting. I normally call this mobile hotspot. I've never heard it called data hotspotting before, but you won't have access to this feature with this plan because you have no data with these plans. Now, these plans include a phone number and voicemail. And with these plans, you can use their desktop, Android, or iOS app. So they have apps for all the major platforms. You'll have access to affordable international calling. I think they said it was about 1 cent a minute on average for international calling, but we'll need to check that later too. You'll have access to conference calling, so you'll be able to make multi-way calls. Group text. Now, the next set of features will only be available on the $3 premium plan. Next up, ad-free. So if you're on the basic plan, that's free. You're going to have ads in the app. If you're on the premium plan for $3, you'll have an ad-free experience. If you're on the premium plan, you'll also get caller ID, voicemail transcription, unlimited photo and video history, and call forwarding. Let's take a look at the following 4 plans. Now, all of these plans come with a wireless subscription or cellular access, so you'll be able to use the cellular network when you're not on Wi-Fi. First, they have a $10 plan that includes talk and text only, a $20 plan that comes with 2 gigabytes of high-speed data, a $30 plan that comes with 5 gigabytes of high-speed data, and then finally a $40 plan that includes unlimited data. Now, we'll see there's an asterisk there, so we'll need to check the fine print. And if you watch any of my videos, you know I always say make sure you check the fine print. Looking at the $10 plan, you'll see that the $10 plan doesn't include 2G data, nor does it include data hotspotting. That's because this plan doesn't come with any data, but it includes all the rest of the features that we've talked about. For the next 3 plans, they're all identical in the features they come with, except for the amount of high-speed data that's included. The $20 plan has 2 gigabytes of high-speed data. After you use up that 2 gigabytes of high-speed data, you'll still have an unlimited 2G data connection. And for data hotspotting or mobile hotspot, it says available for LTE devices on the CDMA network. So we're going to have to talk about that a little bit more. Which networks does TextNow use? But what this is saying that on one of their networks, you'll have access to hotspot, but not the other one. Next up, their most popular plan, 5 gigabytes of high-speed data for $30, and that is a pretty good deal. And then finally, a $40 plan with unlimited data. Again, I think that's also a very good deal as well. All right, now moving down to the bottom of the page, we'll see here the footnotes. The first one we'll look at is users who exceed 23 gigabytes per month will experience reduced speeds until the next cycle. So that's saying if you're on the unlimited plan after you've used 23 gigabytes of high-speed data, you're going to get reduced speeds. There's no more details here about what your speeds will be reduced to. Will they be reduced to 2G speeds or something else? I'm not sure. The statement above that says, users who exceed a monthly limit will not be charged overage fees. Speeds will reduce to 2G until the next cycle. So that's another open question for the unlimited plan. Do the speeds reduce to 2G speeds? All right, moving on down the page, we'll see they have family plans, so you can save an additional $10 per line. So let's take a look at the family plans here. Up front, we'll see it says here you can get 3 unlimited lines for $100 a month. So for the first line, you're going to pay the price that we talked about when we looked at the plans. But then for additional lines, you'll get a discount on the 5 gigabyte plan and on the unlimited plan. So the 5 gigabyte plan is normally $30. Price goes down to $23 for additional lines. So that's a $7 savings. And then for the unlimited plan, which is $40, price goes down to $30. So that's a $10 saving for additional lines on the unlimited plan. All right, now when you sign up for TextNow, you're going to have a choice. You can buy your phone directly from TextNow, or you can order a BYOP SIM card, bring your own phone. If you watch my videos, you know I'm a big fan of bring your own phone, so it's great that they have both options. All right, moving along here, we'll see that they have a number of different phones for sale. Some of them are very affordable. They have some high-end phones. I see they have the Samsung Galaxy S9 here, Galaxy S8, the 9 Plus, and of course the BYOP SIM kit. Now let's take a look at a phone like the Galaxy 9 Plus here. One of the things I wanted to point out here is that for most, if not all the phones that I looked at in the list, they're listed as refurbished. So they're not new phones. These phones have been refurbished, and that's why the prices are pretty cheap. $549 for a Galaxy S9 Plus is pretty cheap. And let's look at some of the other phones. Let's say iPhone 7. Now this is $400, and this does not say here whether or not this is refurbished or if it's new. If you're interested in buying a phone from them and this is a concern to you, I would say check with their customer support to verify whether the phone you're buying is new or refurbished. Let's look at one more. We'll look at the Galaxy S6 here, and you'll see this says clearly that it's refurbished. Now, if you have some concerns about buying a refurbished phone, I saw this in the FAQ. It says, what exactly do you mean by refurbished? Will my phone look used? And I say your phone will arrive looking shiny and new. We invest a lot of time not only in the quality checks, they offer 12-month warranties, but in the phone's appearances. And you could expect your phone to look like it was new. Now, I haven't bought a phone from TextNow, but I would say if you're going to buy a refurbished phone from your phone carrier, they're in the business of having a relationship with you. They want to sell you phone service. So I would expect that these are the highest quality refurbished phones that you're going to get, because obviously they want you to have a great experience with the phone, not have problems with the phones. So if you're interested in buying a refurbished phone, I would think that the quality of these would be very good. All right, next up, let's talk a little bit about TextNow and some of the other features. So here they're telling you they've developed technology to save you money. Their technology uses a hybrid of Wi-Fi and cellular for texting and calling. And this means they can give you low-cost, affordable plans and brand-name phones. Now, over here, they say one number, multiple devices. You can send messages and make calls from your computer, tablet, and then access them from your phone on the go. Now, that's pretty cool. They have a TextNow app, and when you sign up for TextNow, you're going to need to put this app on your iOS or Android device. But they also have the app available for Windows Phone, Windows Desktop, Mac, and on the web as well. So you'll be able to use the TextNow app to send and receive messages or check your messages from all your devices, as well as make calls from your different devices. So that's pretty cool. And then next up, they say Wi-Fi plus cellular means you're connected everywhere. So what they want to do is they want to give you the best of both worlds. They want you to be able to use Wi-Fi when Wi-Fi is available, where you don't have a cellular connection. If you just have poor service, or if you're traveling around the world, if you're on Wi-Fi, you're connected to your TextNow number, and you can use calls and texts when you're on Wi-Fi. All right, now you can read more details about their technology if you're interested. They talk about how they combine the different services. Their phone service seamlessly switches you between Wi-Fi and cellular data, and even the cellular voice network, to complete your calls and to hand off your calls and to make sure that you're going to get the best quality connection depending on where you are. And I have some descriptions here. I'm not going to go through them. If you're into the tech and you want to read about that, you can learn a little bit more about how they work by reading through this. And they have an FAQ that talks about how the calling technology works. All right, moving forward, I want to talk about what networks does TextNow use. So if you read in the FAQ, you'll see that their phones use the Sprint network. That's the CDMA network they use. And then for their SIM cards for BYOP, you have a choice between GSM and CDMA. So you'll see it down here. Does your device work without Wi-Fi? Their phones will use the Sprint network. So if you buy a phone from them, it's going to use the Sprint network. And then for BYOP, it's either going to use a nationwide GSM network or a CDMA network. And that really depends on which SIM you order. You'll have a choice of ordering their Sprint SIM or their GSM SIM, which is the T-Mobile network. All right, now we talked about the plans and features and how this works. One of the things I want to make clear is that if you use their service, it's a voice over IP or VoIP service, you're going to need to install the TextNow app. Then if you look on their page for how do you make calls, they have a video to show you how to make calls on Android phones and on iPhones, iOS phones, and on the web. And for Android and iPhone, you need to install their app and use their app to make calls, receive calls, and to send and receive your text messages. Now, there is a difference with the way calling works on Android and iPhone, and that's when you have an Android phone, you can take a separate app and have it act as the default dialer. So you'd be able to replace the built-in phone dialer on your Android phone with the TextNow app for a seamless integration. Now, the iPhone or iOS, it does not support that. You can't make the TextNow app replace the standard phone dialer on the iPhone. On iPhone and iOS, they do have a technology called CallKit, and CallKit allows developers of an app to integrate their calling into the iPhone to make it look like the built-in calling. And I spoke with TextNow technical support, but they told me that they do not support the CallKit functionality. All right, next up, if you're an iPhone user, this is important. If you want to use iMessage, you cannot use iMessage with your phone number on TextNow. You'll be able to use iMessage with your email address. All right, so what does this mean? If your friend is using an iPhone or an Android phone and they send a text message to your phone number, it's going to go to the TextNow app. If your friend is using an iPhone and they send a text message to your email address, it will go to iMessage. If you have iMessage turned on, it will go to the Messages app. So you could end up with your messages split across two different apps. Now, for some iPhone users, that's going to be a pretty big deal. Maybe for some other people, that won't be that big of an issue, but you do need to be aware of it. All right, next I wanted to talk about the SIM cards. So I ordered some SIM cards to do a review. I ordered a T-Mobile, the GSM SIM, and one of the Sprint SIMs or CDMA SIMs. Now, the SIM cards are free, but you're going to pay for the plan that you want to use when you order the SIM. So you can't just order the SIM and they ship it to you for free. You need to pay for that first month of service. So if you choose a plan, let's say you choose the 2 gigabyte plan, and then you say buy now, they're going to ask you which network your phone works with, and you'll see that there's a list of all the different carriers there. And if you choose Sprint, they're going to ask you whether or not your phone has a Sprint SIM card. And if you say no, then they're going to give you the option to check the serial number of your device to make sure it's compatible with that network, or you could just select exactly which model phone you have and purchase the SIM. So if you select that you have a Sprint phone, they're going to send you a Sprint SIM card. If you say you have a T-Mobile phone, they'll send you a T-Mobile SIM. Now, if you select that you have an AT&T phone, they're probably going to send you a T-Mobile SIM. And if say you have a Verizon phone, they're probably going to send you a Sprint SIM. They ask if your phone is unlocked. If you say yes, you'll have the option to check whether or not your device is compatible with the Sprint network, or just select your model. All right, now before moving on, there was a couple things I wanted to point out. The option for the free plan to get a totally free phone number, or the option for the premium plan, the $3 a month plan over Wi-Fi, those are very unique, and I think there's a lot of value there. Also, with the $10 plan, getting unlimited talk and text for $10 a month. That's a very good deal if you spend a lot of time talking on the phone, $10 a month for unlimited talk and text. Now, unfortunately, you can't add data to that $10 plan. Would be great if you could. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I'll be back with a few more videos about TextNow. And if you're interested in learning more about TextNow, check out Dwight's channel, I Tech You Out Guy on YouTube. He has a lot of videos about TextNow. He uses TextNow, and he's got a lot of good stuff over there. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this video, and I will talk to you next time.